46, 10 through 11. He says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth. The Lord Almighty is with us. The God of Jacob is our fortress." That verse talks a lot about being still, letting the Lord handle your problems. And that is very important. As you can tell from the title of this video, if you be still with yourself, you will level up. This modern world is full of distractions. There's no stillness, it's always busy. People measure how good their life is by how busy they are, which is very wrong, because it leads to this life where there's no room for you to rest, to wind down, and to enjoy just what you have. It's always working towards the next goal. This sounds very contradicting to what I preach on this channel, but it's not. It's a different side of the coin. Because on one side, yes, you want to work, you want to grow to your goals, but at the same time, you want to be able to sit and enjoy what you have. That is a very important gift that not a lot of people take advantage of. Not a lot of people use the right way or the way that they should. They're always going for the next thing. They hit this milestone and they want the next one. That's ambition, but that's not the correct way to do it 100%, right? Life is all about balance no matter what. And balance can often mean different things. Like a lot of people with diet, they think balance is healthy and unhealthy. It's not. It's always healthy, but a balance of different things that you eat. And this modern world has taken the balance from the stillness and the busyness. And that's because of tech like your phone and all these different pleasures that you have now at your disposal. Now, when you go to poop, let's say, you just pick up your phone and you scroll on it, right? Because it's dopamine. Like, your brain wants you to do that, and you're not alone anymore. And people often talk about this without realizing. They're always like, yeah, why would I? They're almost afraid to be with themselves in a spot. They're almost afraid to sit and not have anything else going on around them. But stillness is where you truly think, where you truly learn about yourself, and where you can truly grow. Because from this spot, there's nothing but you and your mind. This is when you are able to explore the depths of that entire world built inside your mind that creates your personality, and you can discover why you do the things that you do, and you can discover so much about your life and about who you are, which one allows you to change it, to rewire your brain for success and different things, but as well as just know about yourself, which is very important. Over the past few years, I've come to the realization that everyone else knows more about you than you do, and you think the opposite is true, but it's not. It's easy for people to see problems with you that they might have in themselves that they cannot see. So everyone knows more about you than you do. But through practice and through being still, you can switch that and make it everyone knows less about you than you do, because you've sat with yourself. You have gone through the tests to understand who you are. And I know the struggle. I know being afraid to be alone, being afraid to sit with your thoughts. And also, I'm super busy because I'm working, as you can see. I always talk about that. I always talk about working, growing, making different things and doing different things, being productive. So I'm often not still. And that's because I need to work into my life this stillness that I'm talking about right now. So this stillness is seen as not productive, but it actually is the most productive, or one of the most productive things that you can do, because it allows you, again, to learn about yourself. Thinking doesn't mean that you're not doing anything, because you're thinking, right? And that's where I get all ideas stem from your brain. All creativity, all non-creative things too, like math and solving those problems, they come from your mind at the start. So learning more about your mind lets you use more of your brain, in a sense, right? Obviously, I don't know the exact science, but I do know that, yes, being still with yourself, knowing more about your mind, lets you use it in a better way. And some habits to help that are meditation. I preach about this all the time on my channel. Meditate, man, every day. I do. I wake up, I meditate for 5 minutes after I get up and walk around so I can not fall asleep, right? But I do. I wake up and I meditate for 5 minutes. And often I struggle. I get a lot of thoughts and I stick to them for a while. But that also is a good thing because it lets me know that I can focus on a single thought for a long time and then bring it back to the stillness. And that's essentially what you're doing when you're being still. If you stare at a blank wall with nothing, you'll start thinking. Eventually you'll come back and start thinking more and thinking more. And that is where true learning occurs. And another thing that you should do, especially when you're sitting at this wall, but you should just do it more often, is not have your phone constantly with you. Mine is a light right now. It's shining on me so you can see me better, but honestly, I don't have my phone in my pocket anymore for health reasons. It's not good for guys because it decreases testosterone and sperm count. So I have a whole video explaining more things about that. I'm not going to go into that right now, but it's for that. But I've noticed as a side effect of that is that I'm not on it as much. Like, in fact, I almost forgot it at church today because I put it down and I was doing other things. And then as I was leaving, I was like, oh crap, I need my phone, right? So that is great. And a lot of side effects from being still and learning how to be still and knowing that it's okay for you to be by yourself with your thoughts. It wants you to work more because that's when you create ideas. That's when you find your purpose. That's what you find what you want to do in life, really. And you take out the distractions. So naturally, it's a dopamine detox. So you find work more interesting. You find it more fulfilling in life. And as well as it lets you grow faster, it lets you actually become a better man because you're learning about yourself in a faster manner, letting you do all of the things that you need to do. You can learn quicker. And from that, you can grow quicker. Alex Mosley explained knowledge as this. He said, knowledge is when you get a new piece of information and you change your behavior. If you don't change your behavior, that means that you didn't learn anything, right? Which oftentimes isn't a bad thing, right? Like if you learn that a certain food is bad, but you didn't eat it in the first place, and now you're not eating it, yes, technically you didn't learn anything, but it's not a bad thing in that sense. But when you learn, you need to change your behavior. That's how you grow. That's what true growth is, man. Grind like a legend. Become a man. I can't believe I just said that backwards. Alright. Grind like a man. Become a legend.